Hi guys, Mady here in Sacramento. So I've got an amazing story to tell you guys about. So Nikki has had this amazing piece, this amazing painting in her home for a very long time. Let me show you right here. This is Nikki, by the way.
Hi.
So recently Nikki started doing some renovations, some redecorating in her home, and so instead of tossing this piece or donating it, she wanted to give it back to the artist. So she started doing some research, but it turns out that the artist passed away back in 2000. So on a social media post, she wanted to see if she could find relatives of maybe the artist. Somebody, maybe she figured some of those relatives would be interested, is that right, in the painting? And tell me, yeah, kind of show me the painting and tell me what we see here.
So I just think it's very beautiful. It's a nice winter landscape.
Take a look at that.
Isn't it pretty?
It is stunning.
Nice blues and purples. And I just thought that this signature was so sweet. Lyle Hellman. It just looked like someone really took a lot of care to make it, and I just felt bad.
How long have you had this?
Like literally longer than I can remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember how you acquired it? Was it given down by
No,
by your parents?
It must have been passed down somehow. I don't think by my parents, but just I came to own it somehow.
Somehow you got it home, and you had it at home, and
We've had it at home. It was hanging in my stepson's room, but he's gone off now. He's on his own, and so we've just had it.
So it turns out that the artist, like I said, passed away back in 2000s, and we got a hold of the daughter. She actually lives in Indiana. Of course, she's interested in the art piece, but she did mention to us that she has a brother who lives here in Sacramento who's been collecting some of his father's pieces. So guess what we're doing today? We're reuniting this beautiful art piece with that man.
Yay.
And he is the son of the artist, and Nikki's going to get to meet him for the first time too.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting. So let's go ahead and walk over there.
Okay.
So when did this start? So when did you start renovating your home and start doing the research?
So
on the artist?
we finished all of the painting just like this last weekend, and the painting and the paint color is just off enough to where the stuff we had before wouldn't work, right?
Gotcha.
So that's when I kind of started looking to see who painted this and anyone I could find about it, just so that I wouldn't just donate it to some random person.
Right. So we are outside of the gentleman's home. His name is Jerry. Let me go ahead and knock. And so Jerry is the son of the artist who painted this. And
Hi.
Jerry, this is Nikki. She is the lady who's been looking for you because I think you may recognize this painting.
Well, you know, he did so many paintings that when he passed, there were over 100 paintings left.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
That he did a lot of landscape, so he's very good at doing that.
So Nikki has been looking for relatives of the artist, your father, and she found you. I mean, she's been on this hunt, on this search.
In California, the others are out of state, so.
Well, I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, come on in.
Thank you.
You can see some of his other works if you want.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, these are some of his other works?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the
Wow.
signatures. They're the same.
I do understand from what your sister was telling us that you collect, or you're trying to collect more of the pieces.
Well, I just have kind of what I have right now. But,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. His paintings are spread throughout the country with other relatives. And
Right. And what is his name?
Lyle Hellman.
Lyle Hellman. Can you tell us more about...
Yeah, come on in though. And then I'll tell you a little more.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for allowing us to be in your home.
Okay.
And again, take a look at that painting.
Yeah.
So
That is so
beautiful.
nice.
How do you
so
feel?
thankful for you.
Oh, I'm
bringing it.
so glad.
Really going through the trouble of locating you. That's special.
I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. If you want, you can set it down there for now.
Jerry, how are you feeling?
Okay, just a little nervous. Not used to being on camera.
So is Nikki, for sure. So So I'll give you guys a few minutes to talk. I'm going to kind of fill you guys in as to what is happening for those of you guys who are just joining us. So basically, my digital producer found the story about Nikki, and she's right here actually, as a matter of fact. She found the story on social media, basically Nikki looking for relatives of an artist. She's had this painting for as long as she can remember in her home. She's recently been renovating, redecorating her house, and instead of tossing the painting out or donating it, she wanted to find the artist to give the piece back to. It turns out the artist passed away back in 2000, and so she was trying to get a hold of relatives of the artist, and that's kind of where we came in. We helped her locate the artist, the children, and it turns out that we got a hold of a daughter, and she lives in Indiana, and she told us that, she told me that, her brother has been collecting some of these pieces, trying to get him back that belonged to the father, the artist, and so she gave us the contact info for her brother Jerry, and here we are. So we reunited Jerry and the art piece. So Nikki is here. She brought this art piece back to Jerry, and as you can see, Jerry already collects a lot of his dad's work of art, and it is stunning. Let me turn this around. All these landscapes. His name is Lyle Hellman. Look at this. Check this out.
One of his big art shows he had.
Just beautiful.
It was just his paintings only at this one show.
And as you saw, Jerry was pretty nervous about having cameras in his face, as anybody would be. I think right now he's talking about his father. Let me turn this around.
That was probably one of his biggest shows.
That was one of the shows here in Sacramento?
Carmichael area.
Oh, Carmichael, gotcha.
Yeah, Escalon Village is in Carmichael. It's kind of a senior residence.
And do you have some pictures that you can share with us that we can see?
Oh, photos of it?
Photos of him, or...
Well, first of all, if you come along over here, there's some more paintings.
Oh, there's more paintings.
His picture is right there on the wall.
So, your sister, Brita, was right. You do collect his paintings.
Yeah.
Okay, so here he is. Here is the artist we've been talking about. Mr. Lyle Hellman.
Yes.
And here's more of his beautiful paintings. Look at this.
His.
Stunning.
Wow. Beautiful.
They're incredible. And you were telling me over the phone that he did a lot more here in Sacramento. He was pretty well known.
Well, among the like senior communities and the community center out there, like at I think it was Mission Oaks area. They're out in Carmichael.
What would he do for folks?
Oh, he taught oil painting. That was his big thing.
Nice. Tell me about growing up with him. Growing up, did you guys get to see him work? Were you guys involved?
Let's see. I think they came. I'm not sure. Anyway, we grew up. Family grew up here in Sacramento. All of us kids were born here and raised here in Sacramento. And so he worked for the state of California.
Okay.
And retired after about 37 years in, I think, about 1976.
Wow. Okay.
And my mother had worked for the state too, and I worked for the state too, and we're retired now too.
So was this just something he did on the side, just one of his passions?
Actually, when he was very young, one of his teachers noticed, I think when he was in grade school, teacher noticed that he had a talent, and so she arranged to have him go to an art class thing, and that's when he first started really getting into it, I guess, a little bit. And then really after he retired in 1976, that's when he really just got really involved in painting, art shows, and
these are stunning. I mean,
teaching. He really,
amazing. What about this one we have up here? Is that another
favorite one there?
Man,
yeah, that one's his there too.
Look at this, guys. Take a look at that.
I like the birds.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. The color. I mean, this is stunning work.
Yeah.
Look at that. Amazing.
That one,
Nikki, how do you feel?
I'm just happy. Like, I didn't even think that this was going to be a thing, and I'm just so glad that it is, and I just love it, and it's great. And I work for the state too.
You,
so
there's that there's that connection.
She works for the state too.
How do you feel about giving the painting away now? Or giving it back?
I'm just happy. I feel like this is just how it should be,
Yeah,
you know.
well, it's very nice of you to go through this trouble, like I said.
Oh, well.
Really appreciate it.
I'm just happy about it all. So.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We're going to give them a few minutes also to be able to chat and talk, and we're going to find out more about Mr. Lyle Hillman as well. So we're going to get more info on him, and we're going to have a piece for the 5 and the 6 o'clock newscast today. So make sure to stay tuned, because again, this is a great story. This is an amazing story. There's so much pride with this story, and it's a great reunion, and we want to tell you more about it, and we are going to have more at 5 and 6. So make sure to tune in. Thanks for watching.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.